Hi, welcome to Training in 3, and we're talking about Microsoft Sway. Now, it's one of the Office 365 tools. I use it for my presentations now because I find it a lot easier to be able to adapt and manage rather than producing a presentation for every single session I ever do. What I do is I put them into titles of what I'm actually delivering, and then depending on what I'm delivering, I can just put it into sections within those titles. So for example, lighting, this is what they see. Here we go. So I've got natural and artificial. If I was doing a session learning outcome of the day and it was like looking at light and sound constraints, I could be looking at legislation and lighting design. So this is all I present to them, and at the very end of the session I finish up with the activity. Now if I was doing daylighting calculations, I could move on, and then I've got an activity at the end. I can put learning outcomes at the beginning and the end. I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, the idea is that it just becomes per subject, you've got something you can deliver. So how does that all work? Well, if you go to Office 365, click on Sway, and you can add a new Sway, and you give it whatever title you like, okay? Title your Sway, whatever you want to do. I've called mine, if I show you the edit tool, mine is called lighting, okay? So this is what I'm going to show you. So if you look at that compared to that, you see I've populated it. So you can just start typing, click the little plus button, text, headings, image, stack. To the right, there's an insert button. You can search for lighting and you can look for images or videos on the right hand side. So at any point you can just add, and this is what it looks like. You end up with what we call a storyline, top left storyline. And this is everything in order, what I want to talk about. If I want to section them out, so I've got legislation, as you can see, it's got a number 1 here, move on, and I've got lighting calculations, number 2. The way to do that is just add a heading. What it does is it adds a new section, and now I can add within there text. Yeah, text boxes, I can add image boxes, right? And that's just an extra, that's a separate section, okay? So I can do all that, have a little play, have a go. I've just deleted it, so it's not in my way because I've already set up mine. And as you see, it's all just a storyline. What do I want to go first, second? So learning outcomes at the beginning, and then I've got my legislation, lighting design, and then move on, an activity right here at the bottom. So that's what I see later. Okay, so that's basically it in a nutshell. You can do your storyline section by section. If you want it to look different, so this is the bit that we get to. If I click play, top right, this is how it looks because I've set it like this, right? So this is what it's looking like. As you can see, it's going from left to right. Now, how does it? Can I change it about? Yes, I can. If I go to design, so next to storyline, I've got design. If I now go and look at customize, so I can look at vertical, so what that means is it will go from top to bottom. Slides just means it'll just come slide after slide. And then all of these options here, down at the bottom, I can change colours, I can change backgrounds, okay? And it shows you what they're going to look like when you click on them. So if you click on that one, I had it on that one, you'll see the background changes, okay? So you can mess around with the styles and you can customize whatever you want really. So have a little play, have a go, and enjoy. Thank you. Take care. Bye.